Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a fabulous day. So, what I want to talk about today is really important because you might not realize how this could be setting you back. So, what I want to talk about is something I'm seeing that's driving me nuts, right? And I'm seeing it all over the place. It's so common. And I see coach after coach, even these ones that are saying they're anti-diet, and you know that they want to help you change your relationship to food, but then they're offering things like a 30-day no sugar challenge. And I get it. It's catchy. It sounds doable, right? You could do it for 30 days. And sure, is cutting back on sugar, can it be helpful? Absolutely. That's not what I'm disputing. But just saying no sugar for 30 days, that's not a solution. That is not teaching you how to become somebody who has a different relationship with sugar, right? It's not teaching you to live with sugar, right? We think the easiest thing to do, and I see this in Facebook group after Facebook group, someone's like, I don't know what to do. I can't control the cravings. You know, at night I eat the sugar and I overeat it. And people are like, oh, don't keep it in your house. That's a Band-Aid. That's not a solution. That doesn't teach you how to become someone who can be around sugar and still be in control. Because a lot of times you go places and you don't have control over what's in front of you, and sugar is going to be there. If you have not learned how to be different around it, what's going to happen? Anyway, and I think it's exhausting and it's misleading watching this being sold as the answer to your problems, especially for my perimenopause and postmenopause ladies, right? We keep thinking, and it keeps being presented to us, that if we do something extreme for a little while and then we'll get the result we want, then we can just magically go back to what we were doing before, like our body doesn't notice. We think if we cut out sugar for 30 days, we cut carbs for under 50 grams for 30 days, we try Whole30, we go carnivore for 30 days. We think we're going to hit our goal and we're going to finally feel good. And you might for a minute, right? But that is not how real lasting change works. Your body isn't a machine that you just reset. It adjusts, it reacts, it holds on to patterns, and it's very aware of everything you're doing, especially in menopause. And the more you bounce between extremes, the harder it gets for you to your body to have any trust in you, right? And the more your body learns to brace for the next round of restriction. And I know, if you're being honest with yourself, when we look at how we spent most of our lives yo-yoing, right? The up and down, but our body doesn't handle the yo-yos anymore. So here's the thing, after these 30-day challenges, right? So most women aren't saying, wow, look at how I've changed, how I think about sugar or how I think about any kind of food. They're saying, well, when can I have sugar again? When can I have the thing I'm falling off my chair. When can I have the thing that I have been depriving myself of this whole time? I've been counting the days down for the 30 days. Or maybe they're saying, well, shit, I feel really bad about all the days I cheated on my 30-day challenge. And they're probably blaming you, probably blaming yourself for not having the willpower. These challenges don't teach you how to make intentional choices around food, right? They just teach you how to avoid. And sugar, honestly, isn't the real problem here. The real question is, why do you want it? Why do you not feel you can stop eating it, right? Is your body underfed and underfueled, right? Is it a physical issue? Is it an emotional issue, right? Are you emotionally eating depleted? Are you using food to cope with things that are going on, trying to change your emotions, trying to distract yourself from emotions? Is your sleep off? Is your protein low? Is your stress through the roof, right? We need to know why so that we can start to make the changes. That is the real work. And these 30-day resets don't touch that at all. Now, I want to give you a real life example, because if you've been following along with me, right, I started a reboot for myself. Now, you're probably like, but yeah, you're calling it a 32-day reboot. I am. But it is a completely different thing than like a 30-day no sugar challenge. So this past week, I started it a week ago, this past Monday. So we're at like 10 days in, right? But this past week, I didn't start a challenge for myself. I didn't tell myself to give up sugar. I didn't cut carbs or add in a ton of extra supplements or take some hormone balancing drops or GLP-1 plant-based booster. I ate in the way I normally eat as far as my choices around foods. I walked. I did my strength training. I upped it a little bit for this last week. I practiced. I reacquainted myself with my own hunger and fullness cues. I did add a little more protein in the morning. I kept my fiber, which I only eat plants, so that's not too difficult to do, high at every meal. I still had my hard coconut water, which is one of my favorites. I still had my sunflower butter cups with dark chocolate from Trader Joe's, my favorite. And guess what? I still was down 1.8 pounds. Okay? I didn't restrict in a hard way, but I stopped overeating and I started giving my body exactly what it needed. I fine-tuned what I already was doing, and I got way more intentional on my snacking with clarity, right? Do I really want this? Is there any hunger in me? Or do I want this? Why do I want it? What's my reasoning? And I decided in advance how I was going to have it. Was I going to have coconut water every single night the minute I wanted it? Absolutely not. Was I going to choose how it was going to go from my prefrontal cortex, from my part of my brain that has all the long-term goals? Absolutely. Anyway, and I did it without forcing rigid rules on myself that I couldn't sustain, right? I brought myself back to the basics. So this is what I want you to hear from all this. Just be careful looking at these solutions, because most of them are not going to give you what you need, which is really a true understanding, a real understanding of what your body, your hormonal body needs now, right? You need protein, you need fiber, you need sleep, you need movement, you need strength training. You don't need rules. You need a way of eating that works on Wednesday and works when you're at the neighborhood barbecue over the weekend. A way to actually feel good in your body, not restricted, not obsessed with numbers, and not exhausted. Because let me tell you, feeling strong, feeling confident, feeling good in your body again, that's not going to come from a 30-day no sugar challenge. That is going to come from changing how you think, how you fuel, and how you treat yourself. So, instead of thinking you need more willpower, instead of thinking you need a 30-day reset, a low-carb shred, a clean start, a detox, any of that, really think to yourself, maybe the solution isn't another challenge. Maybe it's actually building something that lasts, right? This is what I coach on every day. You can come join my Facebook group, Menopause Wellness Made Simple, where we talk about all things menopause, changing our habits, changing how we think, and getting ourselves through menopause in a way that feels a hell of a lot better. Or you can work with me one-on-one. You want to have a conversation? You want to tell me what's going on for you at the stage you're at? Tell me all the things you've tried. You want me to tell you exactly what I see and what it would take for you to get where you want to go? Happy to do that with you. Just leave a comment me or send me a message. We'll schedule a time, and we'll figure out for you what it is that's holding you back, what it is that's getting in your way. So, have a great rest of your day. And please, don't look for the 30-day challenges.